Have you been feeling fatigued or uncertain about the future? Maybe you're feeling a little more stressed than usual, worried about money. Maybe you're not having the time to do the things that you want to be doing. Hi, I'm Natalia. I'm a life and business strategist, certified wellness coach with the International Association of Wellness Professionals, and founder of the Make It Happen Success System. Most of us go through life and hit this point where we struggle to find our purpose, and we ask ourselves, who am I? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? And if you're feeling like that, it's totally normal, especially with what is going on with the world today. But I want to say that it's also wonderful that you're here. You found this video because you're looking for that purpose. You're looking to find that clarity and reconnect with your inner self, with your true self, and find your true calling. At the IAWP, we look to the purpose element to help us connect and find our purpose. Because when we're feeling fatigued and tired and stressed, those are real signals that something needs to change. And when I was working in wealth management, I realized that I needed a change. I had everything, but internally, I really felt out of place and lost. And my energy level was so low. And so I needed a reset. And that's when I found the IAWP, funnily enough. And that's when I decided to enter in the world of wellness coaching. And later I became a business coach. But, I did a lot of self-discovery. I went on a solo road trip around Spain. I worked with coaches. I worked with the IWP. And, I basically made a choice to leave my career that I'd been building in wealth management for 11 years and start on a new path. You don't have to keep going along the same path if it no longer feels right, if it's no longer aligned to you. And I know that word gets tossed around a lot these days, alignment. Now, it took me a while to get here, but that's the journey. That's the beauty of the journey of life, the entrepreneurial journey. And so many of us stay stuck in routine and we stay stuck in a job that maybe we once loved. Like, I used to love my job, but it just got to a point and I just evolved and I grew out of it. And I'm so happy that happened, that I hit that point in my life, because it really forced me to take ownership. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to invest and listen to these 5 questions that I'm going to ask you and really reflect on them, because they are going to help you find your purpose. The first one is, what brings you joy on a daily basis? Like, what makes you happy in general? Wellness is all about a state of being. It's becoming aware of and making choices towards a happier, healthier, and more fulfilling life. It starts with the being, not the doing. And so I want you to start to think about what brings you joy. Who brings you joy? What makes you happy in general? That's the first question. Number 2, think of a time you were totally involved in what you were doing. Like, you were totally consumed with what you were involved in. And think about what you were doing and what about it did you enjoy? Number 3, what makes you feel alive? Like, what ignites that spark in you? Is it exercising? Is it spending time with family? Is it, helping people? Is it coaching? Is it doing master classes? Is it dancing? Like, there's so many things that you can think about. For me, I love dancing. And it makes me, music in itself it just makes me come to life. I was watching Trolls with my niece yesterday, and there was so much good music, and I was like, wow, music really does do wonders for the soul. It makes us, feel alive. But what is it that you do that makes you feel alive? Number 4, what scares you the most in life? Now, if you want to embark on this journey of self-discovery, because knowing yourself is the key to happiness. Knowing yourself is the key to finding your purpose. It's staring right in front of you. It's not about going on this huge quest and finding this grand purpose. It doesn't have to be like that. It can be something so simple and like I said, like it's staring at you right in the face. But think about what scares you, because knowing your fears lets you connect to maybe things that you need to overcome, things that are blocking you from achieving the success that you want, blocking you from feeling aligned to your purpose, blocking you from carrying out your purpose. If you really love public speaking, but you're afraid to speak in public, like I was, you're gonna maybe hold yourself back from taking on opportunities to speak in public. I used to do it for the longest time. And I'm so blessed that I had coaches and people behind me to really push me in that direction, because I knew that I was meant for this deep down. It took me a while to find it, but it was really about discovering myself and connecting with myself. And the 5th question is, what don't you enjoy doing? So sometimes it's easier, and I do this with my clients all the time, but sometimes it's easier to know what we don't want. And that gives us an insight into what we do want. So this is like taking baby steps towards figuring out what we do want by first connecting with what we don't want. I don't want to live in this place, or I don't want to see my kids struggle, or whatever that is for you. Think about it, because knowing what we don't like, it does help us find what we do enjoy. So, just to recap, living life without meaning, life is too short for that. Life is too short to be living a life without meaning, to be living a life in constant stress, constant fatigue. Life is meant to be lived. Life is meant to be enjoyed. We are meant to feel alive in this life. So the 5 questions that I want you to ask yourself and really reflect on, and if you say, I don't know to any of these, then I want you to take a longer time, like have a week if you need. But, number 1, what brings you joy on a daily basis? Like, what makes you feel happy in general? Number 2, think of a time you were totally consumed with what you were involved in. And what were you doing? And what did you enjoy about it so much? Think about those times. Ask your friends and family if you need to. Number 3, what makes you feel alive? Like what makes you come to life? Number 4, what scares you the most in life? And number 5, what don't you love doing? What don't you enjoy doing? Because knowing what we don't want can help us to get to what we do want. So that's it for me this week. I really hope these 5 questions help you find your purpose. If you want to dig deeper, if you are having challenge with this, I want you to reach out to me, nataliaedelman.com, and let's make it happen. Talk to you soon.